राइट एंड फ़र्क पड़ता में है आज हमारे पास बहुत अमेजिंग गेस्ट जिनका नाम है काजिम मुज्तबा। ही इज़ द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द कंज्यूमर डिवीजन ऑफ जैज़ और वो जो है बेसिकली सर्व कर चुके हैं एज अ चीफ कमर्शियल ऑफिसर, चीफ डेटा स्ट्रैटेजी ऑफिसर। 25 साल का उनका ऑलमोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस है और वो काफ़ी चीज़ों में काम कर चुके हैं। स्पेसिफिकली उनकी अभी टेलीकम्युनिकेशन इंडस्ट्री में काफ़ी कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस हैं एंड ही इज़ एडवांसिंग एज द जैज़ डिजिटल ऑपरेटर विथ 1440 विजन। और उनकी लीडरशिप के अंदर काफ़ी वर्टिकल इनोवेटिव ग्रोथ्स नज़र आई हैं और रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम्स हुई हैं जिसमें एम्पावर हुआ है पाकिस्तान का टेलीकम्युनिकेशन एरिया। सो वेलकम टू द शो काजिम।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
कैसे आप?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, right. So how would you say that the telecommunication sector जो कि है अभी हमारा जैज़ का, वो किस तरीके से जैज़ रोल प्ले कर रहा है इसके अंदर?
I mean, अगर आप historically भी देखें, Jazz has always been at the forefront in bringing the new technologies, new products and services to the customers. Recently, हम लोगों ने ये transition देखी है कि the way the customers are evolving, their needs are evolving, it has gone beyond basic connectivity.
Yeah.
Beyond even data usage भी जो 10 साल पहले एकदम से boom आया था, अब if you can analyze anyone's habit including yours, अब आपका बहुत सी यूटिलाइजेशन आपके सोशल मीडिया ऐप्स और उन चीज़ों पे हो रही है। एंड यूथ की हमने एक स्विंग देखी है कि फ्रॉम वॉइस टू डेटा टू सोशल मीडिया ऐप्स एंड दैट इज़ बिकमिंग देयर मेन कम्युनिकेशन tool.
Of course.
So we are making sure that we are engaging with the customers and developing the right products जो उनकी needs हम serve कर सकते हैं।
But we are also looking at the youth and also the adults, right? Because काफ़ी लोग हैं अभी भी जो applications में like the different age groups, like some would use X which was formerly known as Twitter and all. तो उन चीज़ों में भी
इसमें adults में what we are really focusing on is हमने data literacy program launch किया because there is still the way we see telecommunication services are being consumed by people in the urban areas versus rural. बहुत बड़ा अभी भी divide नज़र आता है
of course.
So the youth uptake is generally very fast, but we still feel there are millions of people who are not using our services, and that is because of literacy issues of affordability, literacy, understanding what they can do with the data, whether it is digital or financial inclusion. हर aspect से we are focusing very heavily because that segment of the society has to be part of the digital society.
Digital, and a lot of research is obviously done in these areas to figure out किस सही तरीके से decision. So how are you planning to expand this? Rural areas में अगर आप accessibility लाना चाह रहे हो तो आप किस तरीके से कर रहे हो फिर?
There are the couple of things we are doing is because now हम लोगों का network coverage in the urban areas is pretty much all of it is covered. But rural में we have a lot of support from the government, which is USF. It's a fund created by the government to support rolling out the network in the underserved areas. So उस पे बहुत heavy focus हुआ है in the last couple of areas because those are the areas where आपकी population is spread
out
बहुत ज़्यादा compared to urban areas. So the financial viability question mark जो बन रहा था, the government has stepped in and उन funds के साथ where we contribute all the operators, we are providing services उन जगह. Then we are doing a lot of marketing activities where people actually go, sit with them, make them understand what data is, what mobile is, try to sell discounted phones and all. So it's a bit of a both coverage as well as a lot
as well as awareness. Awareness as well. Okay, great. And ये rapid जो transformation हो रही है, तो हम लोग students को भी क्या इसी तरीके से help कर रहे हैं? Is there something specifically that's happening with other students and professionals, the helping you stay ahead of the curve as well?
If you see, we just launched a brand called Superpowers, and the objective was to go from
Superpowers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was a campaign that was released about couple of weeks back.
Okay.
The main objective over here is what can you do with the data, right? So we are focusing on whether it is entertainment through a Tamasha TV platform, but then there is a lot of edtech, the education part, जिस पे हम बहुत focus कर रहे हैं. So there is something which we will be launching, I think, around about each time, जहाँ पे जैसे आप कह रहे हैं ना students के लिए, young professionals के लिए, so there is a whole education program that we are launching which is going to be app based.
Okay, and there's another one known as Samosa as well, right? It's a premier platform जो कि आपका consumer experience enhance कर रहा है. ये specifically कर क्या रहा है digital engagement में?
देखिए Samosa it was created just to serve the customers as a customer services tool. So you do not need to call the agent. आपके पास app पे सब कुछ available है. And we have seen about 50% of our smartphone users are now using Samosa to register any complaints.
अच्छा.
So it became an engagement platform, and then we realized there is a lot more that can be done. So not just your billing and customer care information, now आपके package plan, optimal package plan for you, all the services you can subscribe, unsubscribe. And there is a whole lot of other things that will be rolling out.
आपको वो basically services available होंगी, नजर आएंगी, तभी आप उनको avail कर सकेंगे.
Awareness is important.
All right, great guys. हम बात कर रहे हैं काजिम मुज्तबा से, who is here from Jazz, and वो हमें बता रहे हैं कि how the telecommunication company is evolving, about Tamasha and Samosa. हम इसके बारे में थोड़ी और बात करेंगे. See you guys after a short break. Back, my beautiful people. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. हम discussion में हैं काजिम मुज्तबा से about Jazz and its evolution. So, Kazim, I have a question for you. Jazz जो है वो evolve हो रहा है एक digital service की तरफ, right? तो आप इस transition की किस तरीके से हमें explain कर सकते हैं कि what is Jazz now aiming at?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, predominantly Jazz was a telecom operator.
Yeah.
लेकिन for the last couple of years, what we realized, हमारा जो एक strategic objective था of DO 1440, it's like 1440 minutes in a day, how do we engage with the customers? So we started focusing on creating products and services where the customers are engaged on our apps, our products as long as we can. Then what we realized that there were certain big bets that we had which started evolving and became very big, which is like Jazz Cash as a fintech product. We have around 40 plus million accounts that are on Jazz Cash.
Okay.
Then we launched Tamasha, our OTT television platform, which you know, it peaked at around 18 to 20 million customers.
Acha.
So then we realized that these things are becoming very big and they need separate dedicated focus. So since about year and a half back, the management has been trying to create different verticals. So now we have been successful in creating a financial vertical where we have our bank called Mobiling Finance Bank and Jazz Cash. So we have two different presidents heading that. Then there is a consumer division which focuses on the mass market with our about 75 million customers. So I am responsible for that. We have our corporate division which is looking at solutions for the B2B customers. And then we have our digital platform division where we have services like Tamasha and Samosa and all that. So now, Jazz has become a service company rather than a telecom company. But our purpose still remains the same, to improve the lives and livelihoods of the Pakistanis, specifically focusing on women. We have made a lot of products which are designed for women because that's half our population, and then the youth. We launched a product recently called Rocks, which is a lifestyle product. It is targeted at urban youth at the moment, and then we'll be rolling it out to the rural areas as well.
And what exactly does it help you do, this platform for women that's catered specifically to them?
We are providing specific insurance products for women, helping them during the pregnancy, having consultancy with female doctors. So that is embedded in the product that we designed.
Interesting.
So, so it is just helping them because we realize that they don't have a platform where specifically from the rural areas these things are being addressed. So when you have doctor consultancy and all for specifically dealing with the female issues, then it has been quite a big success.
That's amazing as well, because then you can manage to get this research as well, जो कि काफी lacking है Pakistani market में overall. If you look at medicines and health overall as well.
Yes.
So great. So it's nice to see कि इतनी responsibility से हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं with Jazz, and we're making it more of a lifestyle, a brand rather than anything else. Are you guys just as concerned about climate change as well, considering that you are incorporating so many things? तो हम IT भी कर रहे हैं. Are you being responsible towards that as well? A lot of towers are being made and a lot of these things are, and this is a genuine issue, right? काफ़ी दफ़ा हम लोग देख रहे होते हैं कि plantations जगह की कट रही हैं और वहाँ पे basically towers लग रहे हैं, right? Mangroves कितने कटे हैं हमारे, and this is an actual concern. So is Jazz being responsible with making sure कि environment भी साफ है? लोग तो बेहतर हो रहे हैं, मगर कहाँ बेहतर हो रहे हैं? अगर मुल्क में इतने बुरे हालात होंगे, सांस नहीं लिया जा रहा तो फ़ायदा?
You're right, because it is a very power consuming technology,
Yes.
because आपने thousands and thousands of towers have to be provided with electricity or generator.
Yes.
So we have started a solar program.
Yeah.
So by end of this year, a few thousand sites are going to be powered by solar.
Great.
Just to make sure that the energy consumption from fossil fuel or other areas is minimized, and we have reliance more on the solar capability.
That's great to know. अच्छा, and आपको क्या लग रहा है Starlink जब enter होगा पाकिस्तानी मार्केट में तो उससे जैज़ के ऊपर क्या फ़र्क पड़ेगा?
I don't see them as competition. I think it's more it will complement where we are not able to provide our coverage, because as we were discussing, there are a lot of areas in rural community where it becomes very difficult for mobile operators to have coverage. So I am looking at them as a partner.
Okay.
That together
effort.
it has to be a collaborative effort that they can help us in providing the digital connectivity in areas which at the moment we as telecom operators are not able to reach.
Not able to reach. All right, great. I think Kazim, हमने more or less हर चीज़ ही cover कर ली. If there's any last message you would like to give to the audience with respect to jazz, with respect to what you're aiming at, मुख्तसर तरीके से अगर आप बोलें, then I thank you.
I mean, I would just say that Jazz is trying to be part of lives of all the customers in whatever way possible, whether it is education, whether it is health, whether it is insurance. So we are trying to go beyond just being a telecom operator, and in the future you will see a lot more things. So that is why we won't be branded as a telecom company, but it is going to be a digital company, a service company providing a lot of other things just beyond the basic telephony.
Great, thank you so much Kazim, and I really hope guys आप लोगों ने भी understand किया कि how jazz is basically evolving. जैसे हम evolve हो रहे हैं, jazz भी evolve हो रहा है, वो एक lifestyle brand कर रहा है, from medical help to literally helping women and improving their systems and improving their coverage and improving reaching out to students and youth. I think एक बहुत inclusive तरीके से they're trying to move ahead, and I really hope आप लोगों ने इस segment से भी कुछ सीखा हो and understand किया हो. Thank you so much for being on the show, Kazim.
Thank you very much.
Wishing you all the best with the expansion, right, with Jazz.